Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? So, what do you do when you're overwhelmed? When you have so much on your plate, but you just know you're not going to get it done? Or when you feel like you don't even want to do it? That's how I've been feeling lately. Like, I know there's, life is so hectic. Like, I had a day where I knew I was supposed to make the mountain spice soap. I was going to make a batch of cream soap because it's got to sit for 3 months, and I had a few other things I had to do, and I just sat there and looked at my list, and I was like, I don't want to do any of this, like none of this. And I looked at my household list. It's like, I don't want to clean bathrooms today. I don't want to wash towels today. I don't want to clean the kitchen today. So what do you do? Is this what a mental health day is for? Yeah, so I literally sat there for 10-15 minutes looking at these lists, and I was like, forget it, I'm done. I tossed my lists aside. I put my papers that I was supposed to review down. I some research stuff. Nope, I'm not doing anything. And I just sat and I binge watched a bunch of YouTube videos that I haven't been able to watch. It's just like, but it kind of picked me up, because it was this, it's almost like sometimes it weighs, responsibilities can just weigh you down. What does everybody else do for their mental health? I binge watched a bunch of soapers, and it was fun. It was totally fun. It's like, it just kind of got me back in the groove. So, I mean, the next day I did make my mountain spice. I did not have time to make my cream soap, hoping to get it done, this week at least, hopefully. And, but, sometimes it's like I have so much on my plate. I don't know where to start, And like I said before, I have this really cool planner from my daughter it's work and home. And like my my actual work, that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need a calendar for that. So it's split between my home stuff and my Tonya's Witchy Kitchen stuff. And so, and I get behind them both. And then I've been looking at my some other projects around the house, and I'm like, something has to give. Something has to give. Yeah. And that's really the only thing you can do, is something has to give. Either you have to take time and just decompress. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just impossible. It's just, like there's a vendor show in May my daughter wants to go to, and I'm just like going, I don't know. I don't want to do it. Like, we've been doing vendor shows at least once a month, if not twice. And I'm just to the point where I'm just kind of like, and then there's people that do them every weekend, right? Well, around here, it's amazing we've done this many. But it's wearing. It's really wearing on a person, and it's exhausting, and, and it's just like, I just need a break. I need a break month. So my daughter, my oldest daughter, they have break months. I think it's January, May, and August. And that's where they don't have any programs or anything going on. And it's her planning month for the next few months, if she needs to. So that's her work. And it's just like, that would be cool. Like, to have, even a week. This is my planning week, Yeah, it's a thing. It's crazy. But anyway, enough of that. Anyway, this soap coming up was supposed to be in the Wildflowers and Bees soap release, but it just wasn't done. And it was done late. And then in the end, I'm going to stick it in the same spot, in the same category on my website as the Wildflowers and Bees, so that's where you will find it if you want it. But it just, yeah, it didn't, it was so not done. So that's what we're doing today. We are doing a soap. So 3 things: dream big, be true to you. You are worth it. You are worth it. We're all worth it. And let's go check out this red berry rhubarb soap. And to the soap. I call it berry rhubarb, just in case you're wondering. Oh, so this soap was... Just trying to look at my notes. Like I said, it didn't make the cut in the Wildflowers and Bees because it, even though to me it's a spring soap, but it wasn't, I did it late, so that's how it goes. I didn't want to put it in there because I couldn't take it to, A to Z or put it on the website because it wasn't done, right? I mean, I could, but I don't like doing that. But anyway, this is Red Berry Rhubarb from Bee Scented. And I decided to do a 2-color, oh no, it's a 3-color soap. Sorry, 3-color soap. The green is Savage Garden. That color is actually Voodoo from Mad Micah's. It doesn't look that way because I added a little bit of black oxide because I wanted that beautiful, red rhubarb color. Even though my rhubarb is, it's green in the middle, but it's that red with the big leaves, the leaves that are supposed to be poisonous to everybody, right? Yeah, I have a story about that. If I remember, I'll tell you. Anyway, so this was a split pour. So I made the bottom green, just solid green, and hopefully let it set up. I thought I did. Maybe it took, we'll see. But isn't that Voodoo with the black oxide? Isn't that pretty? I was excited. It turned out because I was worried because the Voodoo is a really pretty red, but rhubarb isn't quite that red. It's that darker maroon red, which I could have used Merlot Sparkle. That might have worked. But I really, this was a great idea, and I was super excited about it. But, yeah, no. So I was sitting there playing with my soap, basically waiting for my green to set up. And it didn't want to set up. I don't know. I heard one soaper, while I was binge watching soaping, say that if you don't hit emulsion, like full emulsion, you could have more soda ash. And I just feel like I don't ever feel like I'm not hitting emulsion because, you know what I mean? Like, I mix this stuff plenty. I seriously mix it plenty. But I had a solution to that. I went and got my heating pad. I plug it in, I pop it onto high, and set the soap on it for like 5 minutes. It's really all it takes to set up that bottom layer for me. I suppose it depends on the size of the mold, and it's a bowl swirl. Da, da, da. Like you can't tell by watching me. Okay, so once it's a little bit, like I said, it's less than 5 minutes, and to set that bottom up, and once it's set up really well, which it wasn't, and so then I just, tried to do the spatula thing, because I always, do the wrong hand, and actually I think it is my right hand that I'm supposed to be using, but I don't know, I just feel clumsy doing this. There's people that make it look so easy, and I just feel like a clumsy oaf doing it. Like, am I ever going to get it in there? But anyway, I love that color. I do. I just love that color. And so then I just decided to go back and forth. I like the scent. I really do like the scent on this one. I should put more reviews on the websites. I don't. One time I did. The one time I did put a review in because there were no other reviews. It was a newer scent, and so I put a review in, and they took it off. they didn't take the review off. They basically made it impossible for me to buy that fragrance oil because you can only buy it in a 25-pound drum. I don't need a 25-pound drum. So that sucked. Maybe that's why I don't do many reviews. But I read reviews. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to my camera. It just, I don't know what it was focused on, you guys. But what I did was I took the rest of the green, which was half the green. So like 15 ounces of green to 15 to 17 ounces of the red and the white. Okay, so it's like, okay. And then I just cut the tip. I didn't use a piping tip. I cut the tip into a, you know how you cut it to make leaves? Maybe I'll show you that one day. And I just squirt it out, and it's so bad to see. It's so weird though, because when I look at the what the filming is, it's clear, and then I put it on the video and it's not clear, and so that really bites. Let me tell you, I'm just totally confused by this, but that's what I did. And so I just piped the top, which you will see as soon as I show you the end result of the soap. And I did sprinkle on some, what's it? I think it's Eco Glitter. I think it's just the Eco Glitter. Just a little bit for some sprinkling dew on the leaves. You know, yeah, interesting, right? That you can't see because it's a blur job. Yeah. And then it zooms in perfectly for 2 seconds. But anyway, here's the soap the next day. Isn't that cool? The weird thing, the top is a light green and the bottom's a dark green. I know, and it's weird. And the light green doesn't really stay. It honestly turns more to that blue, which is so weird. I've never see how the top is that bright green and then the bottom is that bluish color. I did break the plane. Oh, I thought I did a good job. Nope. Should have left it on the heat pad longer. I get impatient. I don't know why. Yeah, see the two colors? It's light green on top and the blue green on the bottom. So weird. But anyway, everybody tells me that rhubarb leaves are poisonous to eat and all that stuff, right? I don't know if I told you this, but last fall when I was cleaning out, just one of those days where I was in my little herb garden and weeding and picking and all that stuff, and had the rhubarb and threw them over the fence, the rhubarb leaves, the goats ate them all. They ate them all. I thought they were going to be dead the next morning, but they weren't. They survived. So they can't be that poisonous. Maybe they're just not poisonous to goats or deer or stuff like that. I don't know, but they ate them. But these soaps are really cute. Aren't they cute? But they do kind of turn a different color. And here's the scent description for these bars. Here are the soaps right after I cut them. You see the green on top? Yeah, it's green. Here are the soaps once they've cured. They cured backwards to that blue color. Because usually what's on the outside is what's going to stay, but that green did not stay. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.